those qualifications, do you feel like in fact like, oh no, he was thinking about stalking me, but he knows that it's not appropriate?
No.
Okay, you just all right. I'm that guy. I'm like that means you was thinking about it.
No, I don't.
I mean, you're a good person.
Some people say that because they think that that's what other people think.
Yeah.
Definitely people that overthink.
I think it's weird, and that's me. So I definitely don't think that you always are gonna do it.
Guys, the link didn't work for me. One sec.
Yes, it did.
No, man, like I had to do way too much. I couldn't just click it.
Oh. Yeah,
I was upset about that.
I like this Aaliyah shirt.
Thanks. It's like 1 of 30. I love her.
1 of 3?
No, 30. I have a lot of Aaliyah shirts.
I'm tired of posts that say, can we just admit that Aaliyah is a timeless beauty? I'm like, we've already admitted that. Shut your 17-year-old self up.
We just admit, like we're struggling to say it.
Yes, like the jury's still out on how cute she was. I don't know.
Like that's a hard truth to face.
Right. Now, who the jury still out on? Who the jury still out on?
As far as beauty?
Being a timeless beauty?
Yeah.
Is there honey in it?
I never think about stuff like that.
I do.
Like a timeless beauty?
Are there women who like men debate about is she fine or not? Have we decided? Like,
yeah.
I've heard Keith. I've literally. Heard Keith say, and I'm sure you don't mind me saying this. I've heard you say she's fine in any era. I've heard you say that before.
Yeah.
About who?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't even talk like that.
I was just gonna say that. It must have been somebody you really like.
I do talk like that, but I don't know. I don't know who.
I mean, I can hear Keith saying it, but I'm just more so like it must be somebody he really likes. Like,
I probably was talking about Aaliyah.
Sounds about right.
You're right. There's some people whose beauty doesn't translate the same.
Okay. Stacey Dash. Everybody thought D was so fly. Stacey Dash, I never saw the big deal. I'm gonna be honest. I never saw it.
No, I think Stacey Dash is objectively beautiful. I think people don't like her because she's a coon.
Right.
But she's beautiful.
I never saw it. Besides her eyes, I didn't see the big deal.
I feel like Shy just looked at her eyes and knew
she's
like
really pretty.
She's a coon. Yeah, like Shy knew before.
No, I give people their props. I really
being a little girl watching Clueless.
It.
Being a little girl watching Clueless, being like she's a really pretty black woman. Like growing up, she was one of the prettiest black women that I thought was one of the prettiest black women.
Damn.
And then she
makes me want to watch Clueless.
I feel bad because that's not what I was saying.
Great movie.
You know what I was saying watching Clueless? I was like, yo, Cher's really funny. I was like, she's funny bad. I found way too many jokes like over time just watching it. I was like, yo, I shouldn't be laughing this hard. Like, she's very dumb. Like, I was like, yo, this girl's not smart.
Nah, Cher was very smart.
I never heard anybody say that about Stacey Dash.
Cher was smart.
I never thought she was like, oh my God.
Cher was a straight A student.
I've heard people say that they don't see.
Man, Cher was a teen. She knew how to maneuver and hustle her way to get them grades. That's the truth. Like, she was really good at manipulating situations, and she made it work for her. So when she couldn't manipulate situations and make it work for her, that's when she would get frustrated. Like, that's when it's like, oh man, now it's time to be a brat and cry.
Remember the TV show?
I didn't like it.
I do
remember the Clueless TV show.
I don't remember it being that good though.
It was hard.
Of course not.
I didn't like it.
You know what I would do watching? You know what I would think when I would watch Clueless? Why do women like Donald Faison so much?
They don't.
They do.
Back in the day, they did. Yeah.
But I didn't get it then.
Like, he was like in that Brandy video, and Brandy went like insane.
She was like, Brandy, that's my favorite. That's my favorite intro to a video. She said, girl, what you doing up here? Lamar, Frank, Malik, and Donald is downstairs. She was like, Donald's downstairs? Donald is downstairs.
He was cute when he was younger. He hasn't aged terribly, but he just like his beauty didn't transfer.
Scrub.
Like, he's not like, if
I actually like Scrubs.
If he was somebody's older brother or something, I'd be like, oh, look, your older brother. But it would be like, oh, you have an ugly older brother.
Y'all remember Imagine?
Imagine?
The show? Is that a show?
No, it was a group.
Oh.
He had a younger brother, and his brother was in the group called Imagine. They had like one song. I really liked the song. But speaking of songs, Bryson Tiller released an album called Anniversary, and Tobias is here to review it with us and for us. I mean, with us, I guess. Did y'all listen to it?
I sure did. Twice.
Awesome. I listened to it probably 3 times now. When you said we might review it, then I went ahead and finished it, and then again and again, just to make sure I have my opinion.
Have at it. I'm gonna mute my mic.
All right. So as far as this album goes, I want to say first and foremost, I'm proud that Bryson Tiller finally put it out, because I feel like, if I remember correctly, he was having some mental health issues and he had to step away from the limelight. And then I feel like that very first track spoke on that a little bit when he said, like you'll end up waiting 5 years and then not put something out because you're overthinking about whether people will like it or not. So the mere fact that I feel like I do that. So the mere fact that he actually put something out, I was like, okay. First listen, I was a little bit underwhelmed, honestly. First listen, I was like, I could listen to the older stuff better. And then I got tired of the false stops. Like, I'd be like, oh, I guess that song is over. And then it come back and I'd just be like, bro, I get you did that on Don't, but don't do that on like every song. Like that one song with Drake, and I was just like, bro, this better not just be a Drake verse. And then no Bryson, and then Bryson Tiller came back like, psych guys, I'm here. And I was like, I just wanted to throw my headphones off. It's like, dude, stop. I didn't like the false stops. I do think his other projects are stronger, and so then I feel like it's underwhelming because when you take such a long hiatus, you come back, you want to be like I don't know, like since how do I say this? I'm trying not to. When Bryson Tiller took that long break, other people came in and was doing what Bryson Tiller was doing. And so then now we have a whole bunch of like other people who kind of sound like Bryson Tiller, who might even make stuff that sometimes even hit a little harder. And so now Bryson Tiller's back like, hey, I'm the originator. And it's like, well, and I use originator loosely because at one point I just felt like he sounded kind of like Drake. But now he's back, and yeah, the album felt underwhelming. I do think it sounds better. It's one of those albums that's actually sound good in the car. Most times I usually say listen to it in your headphones, But like I would get in the car and I'm like, yo, this beat is hard. And so the production is pretty good at times. Sometimes I feel like they could have did more. I do like their sample choices. But overall, I would say if you're a Bryson Tiller fan, you'll listen to it. You'll love it. If you're not a Bryson Tiller fan, this isn't gonna make you a new one. I don't think he really did anything. If I took 5 years, I'm speaking on Tobias. When I put out the project that I'm trying to put out later, I want to like change some things because I want people to be like, well, we waited this long. For those who have been waiting, I want them to feel like, well, this was worth the wait. And the Bryson Tiller, I listened to it and I didn't get that notion of like, oh, this was worth the wait. I was just like, okay. I feel like in a month, people might forget about it. And that's like I didn't really hear much on there that made me just be like, oh, I'm gonna listen to this forever. Not me personally, but I thought it was good for what it was. But I think it could have been better. And so out of 5, I give it like a 2, maybe a 2.5. I give it a 2.5. And that's what I think about it. What do y'all think?
I like Bryson Tiller, but I wouldn't call myself a fan. I did listen to the album the first time on the go, like in the car, and it was short enough for me to get through it. I would say that it was underwhelming too, not because I was like legitimately thinking that, but because I caught myself not paying attention to it anymore. And I normally listen to albums the first time really intently. And so because I kind of got distracted, that means that it's probably not that great. And what's funny is what kind of caught my attention again is because I started to hear the kind of Ode to the Way to Exhale album soundtrack, because that's one of my favorite movies. So when I hear a song from that I know is not like a hit song, and I'm like, you gotta kind of like know this movie to know that song came from that movie. And then for there to be another song from that soundtrack, I was like, oh, this is like an Ode to Way to Excel. And then I looked at it, it was called Inhale, and I was like, that's
that
dope.
was.
I like
the
that
dopest thing to me. That was so dope to me. That was the dopest
thing. It's All Night Long by SWV.
SWV.
Big Mama, your arm.
Ooh, that's the wrong movie.
Didn't y'all say? Oh, I thought y'all said so.
Waiting to Exhale.
Waiting to Exhale. All Night Long by SWV was the song.
And then,
nobody samples this, and I was like, this is Waiting to Exhale. And then,
but Alana, did you keep the second song that's in there too?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That song caught my attention. Then I heard the second song. Then I looked into it, and I was like, got it.
Because Mary J. Blige song from Waiting to Exhale, I'm Not Gonna Cry is also sampled in that same song. And I was like, yo, that's fire. I like what he did there.
So I think that's my favorite off the album, but there's nothing other than that one, even with Drake, surprisingly, because I like Drake. Nothing that was like, I need this.
Like I said, the samples were fire on there to me, because I was like, oh, this is a fire sample. But then overall, I was just like, there is one song, I can't remember the name of it right now. I think it's after that Inhale song. I might be wrong, but I think it's after that Inhale song where like do you guys like most of us in here do music. Do you guys ever listen to a song and be like, they should do this here? And then he did do that. And I was like, okay, that was fire. that was one moment in the album where I was like, he should go this direction. And he did. And I was like, okay. And so I was feeling it up there. But yeah, but what was you saying, Shy?
Oh, I'm not a Bryson Tiller fan. Like, I don't got on my nerves. His other song got on my nerves that they play heavy on the radio. And yeah, Exchange, that got on my nerves. None of his music catches my ear. I literally listen to it because I follow someone who normally has really good taste in music, and he listens to a lot of like underground artists and artists on the come up and things like that. So he loves Bryson Tiller. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna give it a listen. I literally got like a couple of songs in, and I was like, I can't do this, and then I just turned it off. Like, it was just like the same sound, the same mood. I was like, nah, this ain't it for me. I can't do it.
Yeah.
That's how I was feeling. And I was trying not to be like, because I know he was dealing with stuff, but at the same time, I feel like one of my friends said something, and and he was like, nah, because he was like, I was like, well, he took a long time, maybe a little rusty. That's what I said. And then he was like, well, Kendrick takes a long time, and then when he comes back, it's fire. And I was like, that's because the whole time you can tell Kendrick's honing his craft. And then I was like, well, he wasn't honing his craft then, I guess. And so, but like I said, happy that he, like he said, got back out there. Do your thing, man. But that's how I was feeling. What about you, Keith?
That's how I felt listening to it. I felt like I'm happy that he pushed and put something out. Mm-hmm. And that was it. That was it. And I said, for that alone, I give you an E for effort. But I can't give you an E for everyone because this ain't for me. And that's just how I felt, man. I'm like, okay, this sounds like tracks that didn't make the first project.
Did y'all see that meme that was like we waited 5 years for Bryson to look the other way, because in one cover you look this way, the other cover you look down.
Yes.
It's actually really funny, but I'm actually talking, so I'm not going to give brevity to it. So anyway. I'm kidding, bro. That's funny. That's funny. No, that's how I felt. I actually didn't like the samples. I mean, fine. I can like the songs, but I don't like how they were utilized. Yeah, I
Oh.
don't like how they would play. So like, yeah, fine, this is a dope song. I don't like what you did with it. I thought that the Drake feature was going to be the saving grace, and it wasn't.
I did too.
But I'm with you. I'm like, okay, I know that he was going through some stuff, and I do understand how it feels to not have put something out and for people to have been on you hard about not putting out stuff that they like, and then you got to fight that. And then fighting your creativity, and then still put, like I said, pushing. Like there was a lot of stuff that was, you know what I mean, that was kind of like a hindrance or could have been a hindrance. You know what I mean? A lot of hurdles that he had to get over to put that out. And so for that and for that alone, I give it a 2. I think a 1.5, honestly. I'm like, this ain't moving nothing. You ain't pushing the needle. You know, like you ain't moving the needle. You ain't pushing the envelope. You know what I mean? It's nothing to write home about. Have y'all heard the phrase "nothing to write home about"?
I say it all the time.
I've said it, but I
about
don't. Oh, that's the idiom for next week.
I mean, apparently, I guess it is an
Light
idiom,
bulb.
but a lot of people don't know. I'll say that, and they're like, "Oh, I never heard that. That's cute." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like,
You
I
know
thought
what
this
I
was a
heard the
commonly
other day?
used thing.
Because I say that, and I also say you don't believe fat means greasy, but I think I say it incorrectly. I think it's
I never heard
something else.
that one.
I think
Yes, no.
you don't believe fat meets greasy or something like that.
I think you
I
said
think I've
the
been
same
saying
thing
it wrong all
twice.
these years. Huh?
I thought you said it sounded like you said the same thing twice.
The second time I said meat, M-E-A-T. Fat meets
Okay.
greasy. I normally say you don't believe fat means greasy.
Oh. No, I
Ain't
never heard
But
that.
slick to a can of oil.
you ain't said nothing slick to a can of oil. Ain't
Heard
that?
that one.
Yeah, I'd
I
say
love
that.
that one.
But the one about not writing home or there ain't nothing to write home about, I say that about people all the time.
I don't say that about people.
I do.
I say it about.
I feel
I
like
say
she
about
said
other
it
I
on
say
types
it
of
about
the.
nouns.
inanimate objects. I say it about that too, but I say it about people as well.
I feel like she said it on the podcast before.
Yeah, anything I'm underwhelmed about.
Mm-hmm.
Or one.
But I just found like a large group of people have never heard that before, and I'm like, fam, I thought that was common. Well, I got parents that had older parents, so I get all of that type of stuff. I used to say, all they chairs ain't pushed under the table, and then like nobody had ever heard that. And then I told my dad no one had ever heard that. He was like, "Oh, that's a Keith Robertson original. I made that up."
I was gonna say, yeah, I've never heard that.
Yeah, I've never heard that.
I was gonna say,
before.
I don't know that one.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, all her chairs ain't pushed under the table.
I like it.
He's silly. Yeah, I mean, that's how I feel about the Bryson Tiller album. I'm glad you put something else out. Now that you got through that, now work on something
it's time
good.
to put in work. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, you
some
had to
work.
get that out of your system. Fine. I still feel like you played into the whole "what do people like from me" type of thing though.
Yeah, he's like, I got to put all the pauses now. They like that pause and don't.
Okay, I have a question. Do we think that Bryson Tiller is capable of giving anything else, like anything other than what people expect? Is he talented enough to put something other than what they're used to?
I think that he was one of the ones that blew up. Sometimes, like my friend Chris, he'll always say something about a certain artist. He's like, "Oh, that song's bigger than them." Mm-hmm. I feel like Don't might have been bigger than Bryson Tiller.
Exchange was bigger than Bryson Tiller.
Mm-hmm. And then now it's just kind of like, and then it got to him. It's just like, bro, I was just making a song. Now everybody loved that stuff, and now I gotta make more songs. What do I do?
I feel like there's a bunch of artists I can be like, you probably was just somewhere chilling, and somebody just randomly came up to you.
Yeah,
let's go to the studio and put this out. I feel
you
like
working at Pizza Hut.
Yeah, I feel like Bryson Tiller is like that. I feel like Lil Uzi Vert might be like that.
Loser.
Who?
What's the kid with the red twist in his hair? I think he's like that.
Yeah,
that's his name, Lil Uzi.
There's another one that I think is like that, who's just like I guess I'm making Summer Walker. I think she's like that. I guess I'm making music now. I guess I'll do this on a famous level.
Shaw, what you laughing at?
Oh God,
That's what I think. I think there's a lot
She
of
said,
artists.
I guess I'll make music
that's
now.
I'm tired of climbing up and down these poles every night. I want to
Yeah.
play my guitar.
I can sing, so why not?
Yeah.
I'll make music now.
Give me that electric guitar over there. I'll work it out.
I just have
No, but I'm with you. That was one of the things that I was thinking about. I didn't know how to word it, so I'm glad that I didn't know how to present it, but I'm glad you brought it up. That was one of the things that I was feeling listening to it. I said I feel bad for him. I don't think he has a bag outside of this sound. And so I think he's going to have to do what I also feel like Tory Lanez is going to have to do. If you still want the money to keep coming in, you're going to have to become a writer. Even though he's already a writer, even though he's already written for Chris Brown and all of that type of stuff, you can't always do what you can write. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You create the canvas. You know what I mean? Like you lay the canvas, you make the stencil and let them do whatever else it is that they're going to do with it. Because, I mean, I'm not going to put a cap on people. Only God can do that. But from what I'm seeing, it's like, fam, yeah, I think it's time. You know what I mean? I think you that, I was like, who can I equate him to? And it was hard to like put him. No. Cause cause why y'all calling him Jonte? It's Jonte. Jonte.
I had a friend named Jonte. He had an E in his name, so TA.
And that would make sense. Yeah, that's
tough. The A on the end makes sense too because it makes the A sound.
No, it doesn't.
How you gonna tell somebody?
Because phonetically, that's not how you pronounce
it. Alana, please.
I'm with you, Alana, for whatever it's worth.
I see what Keith is trying to do, but no.
I say Jonte too.
I'm gonna call him Jonte because I know now, but I'm just saying I made sense for saying it.
News to me.
Alana has a Y in her name.
Exactly, and I don't get mad when people call me Elena. I just politely say it's Alana.
Awesome.
My mama, that was her fault. That unnecessary. I still tell this day that was unnecessary. Why'd you do that?
Why'd you do it, mama?
That's not necessary.
I had this one person who was like an English major going to this whole spiel about how the A in my name should be an O, and he was like livid. I was just like,
but that
still A, still gonna be an A when you finish this speech, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Gonna be A.
What is he saying? Now says Tabias.
Huh? Tabias. Tabias, as my phone calls him. I'm like, hey Siri, call Tobias DeWitt. She's like, hey Siri, call Tobias DeWitt.
Calling Tabias DeWitt, mobile.
Calling Tabias. So I pick up the phone, I'm like, what's up, Tabias?
Yeah, he does that every time.
What else? What else we got to talk about? This isn't one of our better episodes.
No,
I'll let y'all know right now.
I have a question. No, I have a question since we're talking about artists that takes forever to come out and stuff.
Okay.
Like, do y'all feel like Rihanna is not coming out because
I knew you was going to say that.
I'm just
somebody
curious.
asked me that today.
I said
somebody
that.
Asked me that today.
What did she say? I didn't hear.
Do y'all feel like Rihanna is like in the same boat as Bryson Tiller? Like, is it that little factor of like, what do I do next? Like, I had so much success. Will I be successful with this album? Like, and rumor has it like all. I don't know.
Do you want us to answer, Sean?
Yeah, I do.
I don't think Rihanna's in that same boat.
I don't think it's the same boat. I did just say that earlier. I don't think that anybody heard me, but I said I hope she doesn't do the same thing to her fans. I'm not a Rihanna fan. I like her though, but I don't think.
Who you a fan of?
I was just gonna say
that.
Rhetorical. I know you're a fan of a lot of people.
Okay.
She's Brandy.
Oh yeah, we had this conversation.
Fan is different. I like Rihanna, but I don't rush to get her albums. But yeah, I don't think that she's in the same boat at all. I think we've seen enough diverse sides of Rihanna to know that she's not capped necessarily. I just think that
Oh no, okay. No, I'm talking about not in
She
that
had an album
aspect.
that leaked like
that.
last year, didn't
I'm
she?
more so. No,
Yes, did she have an album that leaked last year? Like she
No.
had a whole
no,
album that leaked.
no.
I'm
We
pretty
would have been
sure.
sued. We haven't gotten no music from Rihanna in years.
She must have had some Fenty that leaked.
Yeah, I was gonna say what you talking about.
That was her last
The
album. I've been fine
lingerie.
with that one.
What? Say that again.
Her last album was amazing. I've been fine with that one. I ain't even realized it's a million.
But was it amazing upon first listen though?
I like
Yeah,
the last
but
album actually, and I never thought I would like a
Not
Rihanna
for me.
album, and I actually liked that last album.
that album was fire.
Not for me. I had to grow on me. The only song that got me right away was "Kiss It Better." That was it.
Ooh,
Every other song had to grow on me. Every
you a
song.
Rihanna fan?
Hmm?
You a Rihanna fan?
I won't say I'm a fan. I enjoy her stuff though. I
Okay.
won't say I'm a fan.
Yeah. Kiss It Better is one of my favorite songs on that album, but I think that
No,
last album
that
was
song.
really
That
good.
song. Whew, I like that
It's a
song.
good album.
But I'm not gonna hold you. That album had to grow on me. I did not. I went through the whole thing and was like, "What the is this?"
Oh.
Upon first listen.
This
No
is album
bull.
Control had to grow on me, and it still hasn't fully grown. I still
Last year,
Oh, okay.
I'm-
SZA. Yeah.
I was going to say last year, guys, it wasn't necessarily an album. It was just a whole bunch of her unreleased songs got leaked. That's what that was.
Okay.
Okay, I thought it was a whole album. I was wrong.
Got it.
I don't think her and I was about to say her and Tobias. I don't think her and what's that boy's name?
Bryson Tiller.
Thank you. Bryson Tiller are the same in that regard at all. I think Bryson has to rely heavily on his writing capabilities and the production and the times. You know what I mean? There was a time in which he kind of like created the sound because it was a newish kind of sound. Like yeah, and where the Drakes and the Chris Browns were like pulling from it and all of that type of stuff. And he even had a song with Rihanna. What was it? I know you wanna see me naked. What song is that?
Well, they sampled
Sir,
Maria.
You
What's the name
in
of
that
that song?
phrase like you are in church.
Naked.
Naked. That just sent me. I can't.
It's natural. I
Naked.
just, like taking to church.
And then you said take a naked.
Naked. I think Rihanna is, and y'all gonna stone me for this. Well, I don't know. I think Rihanna is manufactured in a lot of ways, and she's built to succeed. Whereas, like she's got a whole team behind her that won't allow her to fail.
Yeah, I could
You know what I mean?
definitely.
So
I'm
I
not
think
gonna
that's
stone
what
you
it
for that.
Yeah,
That's,
I think
I
that's what
feel
it
like
is.
that's a fact.
That's my first thought when she was saying everything in the same boat. When I thought what I knew what she was talking about. She's not gonna fail. She's Rihanna.
Yeah. It's like whatever I don't have to like, I'm not waking up racking my brain on if y'all gonna like this. Like
She could drop one.
I set the
she
tempo.
wants.
So basically, we saying that whatever I drop, y'all gonna like
She has
regardless.
the same
Is
level
how
of
it
fans.
works.
She has the same level and type of fans as Nicki Minaj and Beyonce.
Yes.
Yep.
They can all put out whatever they want. And Drake, whatever they want, whenever they want.
You ain't never lie, because I do not like the music Drake is putting out. I'm sorry. Like that song that the radio is trying to get us all to like.
I haven't.
Good
I don't
God,
listen
that
to the
song is
radio like that.
annoying. That song is annoying. Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry. I'm like, yo, shut up, bro.
Oh yeah, I have heard that song.
I can't stand that song. I don't like that song. I'm like, oh my God, you're so much better than that.
Left foot up, right foot slide. Right foot up, left foot slide. Either way we go, I'm about to slide. Oh, speaking of sliding, Donald Trump slid into the coronavirus.
If that ain't karma, I don't know what karma is.
A lie.
Yeah. You said karma's a lie?
It's a lie?
Donald Trump.
Oh, you don't think he has it? You don't think he has it? What do you think it is?
Somebody else told me that today too.
Because historically, there's always an October surprise in politics. This is his. So why wouldn't that be a great ploy to then introduce a vaccine? Why wouldn't that be a great ploy to then fit his theory that COVID is not that serious, which he's already played into that.
Someone else said that.
Look at me. I miraculously arose from the ashes of COVID. I am Zeus. And you too are Zeus because COVID is not real. I mean, like he fits every stereotype, everything you could come up with on your own. You don't have to be a political strategist. You just got to think, how could he play this? And he'll probably do it.
I've got coronavirus. This too shall pass.
Like he
Wait, I'm not done.
he's already done that.
I'm laughing at him quoting scripture, but hold on. The Lord is my rock and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Whom shall I be afraid? Yea, though I walk through the valley of the...
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
Trump's a liar, though. He's a liar.
Someone else told me that exact same thing, and that same theory you said, that
he prepares the table for me in the presence of my enemies. He restores my joy. He leadeth me beside still waters, bigly.
Bigly. Oh, that
still
is the word. Bigly.
Go ahead, Tobias. I'm sorry. I'm immature.
Oh, no, that was it. I was just agreeing with Alana.
He definitely was lying.
So you don't have COVID. Got it.
I don't think he ever had it. He said he's fine now. I don't know if you caught that.
He said he's fine now?
He was moving reckless though. Like he put if he
3 days and then stayed for 3 days and then he was like
he was moving reckless.
Fine.
But mind you, he was working the entire time he was in there. He was working. And he made sure that we seen that he was working while in the hospital. And then he decided to take a ride in the car to show appreciation for his supporters, putting other people in danger. And then today he wants to make his grand entrance back to the White House and stands at the top of the steps and takes his mask off. I kid you not. He's so funny, yo.
While we on the topic, Dara Page, friend of the show, avid listener of the show, said that man been obese his entire pregnancy. Presidency. Excuse me. The Lord is getting me back from what I said in the beginning of this podcast. So Alana, it's fine. It's fine. He don't have a Rona, is what she said to finish it. He been pregnant his entire pregnancy.
And that's something he would say.
I've been pregnant. So what did he say? He said, parents should not be able to, kids should not be able to be born up into the 9th month. That's what. Yep. Don't be confused. That's what he said. That is a quote.
You're right, Trump.
He said they should not be born up into the 9th month.
Good idea. I think that's when we'll start doing it.
Like, so you just want premature baby. It's fine. It's not healthy, but okay. Have it your way. He been having it his way. Trump, every time you look at your phone, Trump unilaterally signs this document. Trump unilaterally. Like,
he doesn't have a platform. He doesn't even stand for any particular topics. He just signs stuff.
What y'all want? What's going to get me elected next?
Y'all want?
November? What y'all want? What I'm going to the store. What y'all need?
What y'all need?
What y'all need? Y'all want this sign? Okay. Can I have my wall now? That wall ain't been built.
They ain't building a wall.
What do y'all think about them forcing us to get this vaccine?
I don't trust that.
Of course not. From what I hear is they're going to get the army involved, like the armed forces involved. Like, yeah, it's going to make you take the vaccine.
Wow, that's crazy. I thought it was bad
Like,
when my job.
I feel like that's illegal.
Me too.
Not if the president allows it.
There's all of this stuff that has been happening for the past Like, like, what are y'all talking about? Everything is illegal.
No. I didn't. First of all, I always thought the vaccine was in trials. Like they're working on it. I did not know that once they find it, they're going to force us to get it. I did not know that.
Now that I got it, they're gonna use my blood to incept people with, and I'm just gonna make it the best vaccine ever, and that'll be that. Cause, huh?
I'm just thinking about that. Like if they actually did something like that, I was just saying that sounds.
They're gonna
gross,
use my tiger blood to do it.
I don't want to be injected.
I've got tiger blood. Remember when what's that? I've got tiger blood.
His own wife don't even want his DNA near her. Why we gotta get it? No.
She don't like holding that man's hand. That's for sure.
She don't like him. I promise you, she's out.
That's why he want 4 more years. That's why he want 4 more years. Don't leave me, Melanin. Don't leave me.
Don't leave me.
Don't leave me.
She out.
Don't leave me, girl.
Trump sings that song. Now you're a fool for that. You're a complete fool for that.
This is out.
Yo.
That's
oh my God.
Teddy Riley begrudgingly playing the keys. Blah, 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 blah.
She's out. It ain't too much he could do or say. She is out of there. She ain't signed up for all this. Believe that.
He gonna lie about a pregnancy.
I heard today.
Melania, I'm pregnant.
Yep, exactly what he gonna do. That's why I said he gonna lie about a pregnancy. That's what
I'm pregnant. You're gonna walk out on this. You're gonna walk out on this, baby.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's gonna do.
Mom 6 is here. Mom 6, she's here.
Mm-hmm.
I was waiting for a time like this.
Pull out all the stops.
I'll be honest, I'm not in the mood, but we gonna do it because we promised the people when we come back.
Because we promised the people.
We should have the people play if we had the copyright.
We should have Alana lead this because she has been holding down the Christian aspect of this podcast, and I appreciate it for it. She went hard the last podcast. She brought up the Lord. Like,
what's I talking about?
I don't know, but I was like, I left her out to dry by accident. I didn't know what she was doing, but that's what's up. I vowed to be with you the next time. I was like, all right, the next time she talk about the Lord, I gotta be right there.
I brought up Jesus.
Yes.
I'm good for that.
You brought up Jesus and keep coughed. I think that's what happened.
Y'all crazy.
All right, we'll be right back, and we're going to talk about, we got to finish up Revelation chapter 1. We in verse 8. So turn with me in your Bibles.